Sahil Smati will reveal many secrets. They teach you how to get this money. How? If you want to target the savings of all government employees in any country, how do you do that? To do this, make that country's goods cheaper and increase taxes. Here, you'll also be taught how to become an owner by acquiring shares of any government employee in any country or by becoming a shareholder in any major company. And here, you also taught that money is right in front of you. You just look and grab it. While the world thinks I've opened a big company or built a big building, the real money is here, which you'll discover today. Are there secret elite boarding schools in the world that nurture future billionaires and power players? This is where the ultra rich create their powerful heirs. This isn't just a school, it's a power factory designed to isolate the children of the ultra rich and prepare them for a life of total control and power. No crowded classrooms, no standardized tests, and no monkey race for number 2.
Instead, they're taught sales and negotiation at 14, global politics at 16, and private equity role-playing at 17.
This isn't the typical 9 to 5 life of slavery, but rather training in rule and control. Not many people hear their names anymore, but in the elite world their schools are renowned. Eton College UK, La Rosey Switzerland, Phillips Exeter US, Harrow UK. These aren't just schools, they're places for creating powerful bloodlines. Their uniforms, activities, training, everything is designed to create power players. Their classmates are future politicians, powerful bankers, CEOs. By the time they graduate, they don't just learn math, they learn how to rule the world, how to turn language into a powerful weapon, how to control covertly. These aren't just lessons, they're training to build empires. These are where future presidents, prime ministers, elite billionaires, royals are born. And these schools don't just make smart kids, they make future rulers. While people are happy to give their children a slavish 9 to 5 education, and those who score 90% are happy in the monkey race to get first and second, they are learning how to rule over us. Let's find out exactly what these people do. Their job, according to them, is to get any country to take out so much debt that it can never recover from its public debt. Many of these countries were once kings, but today, having borrowed money from all over the world, they have become total beggars. Now, we need to understand the real reasons behind this. Look, I request you all that this is not a problem of any one country. If this is happening in your country, it's not normal at all. But it is true that it has entangled many countries in a long series of problems. But this shows us how much power these people have grown. So I'm not referring to any individual or any prime minister by name. Know this, my job is to report what's happening in the world. I'm not blaming anyone. You have to figure out for yourself what the situation is like in the country where you live. And if anyone thinks I should make a video on their country, they can ask me to comment on their country's name and I'll make it. You know what happens next. This means they first choose a country and then present the media to you. This means a news channel or agency will open in your city hiring a local. That person will think they'll be showing you real news, but the scripts and papers they're given contain lies. This means the channel will spread false information. So imagine what will happen. Suppose a minister rapes a girl, and the media will say it was the minister's driver who did it. And on the other hand, the investigations are conducted by those under the control of these powerful individuals who never file cases against news channels. The police are not even bothered when someone lies, and the investigation itself is already sold out. Clearly, this entire system doesn't operate on the principles of justice. If any investigation deviates from their agenda, its purpose is to disrupt global peace and order. These individuals earn huge sums of money from all this, and as a result, you all face starvation and corruption. So, you know what you should do? Perhaps this is why the country will come to a halt. Poverty and inequality. South Africa is one of the most unequal countries in the world, with half the population living below the poverty line. Unemployment. The unemployment rate is very high, especially among youth, estimated at 46.1% for 2025. Growth rate, economic growth is slow, but the growth rate, economic growth is slow. This has been a serious problem that has weakened government institutions. Debt, government debt is steadily rising. Infrastructure is under pressure due to severe power shortages, load shedding. In short, this description shows that South Africa is facing a serious, multifaceted economic and social crisis where poverty, inequality, unemployment and power shortages are the main challenges. Many of you may feel that the salaries of government employees, including the Prime Minister and other ministers, should be increased. So know that their salaries are much better than you might think, but the work doesn't seem commensurate. And this isn't a problem specific to any one country, as I've said before, but it can be fixed. Every one of you will be asking, what is the salary of government employees? So let's find out. Otherwise, you'll say that Sahil Smarty hasn't provided the full details. Don't think like that. Yes, I know people will wonder why I call myself Sahil Smarty when I probably am not. I know that, friends. But even a fan following has its own childhood reputation. So what can we do now? Let's digress and get to the point. And I've accepted that yes, Alhamdulillah, the amount of intelligence Allah has given me is enough to make ends meet. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Sahil Smarty, let's start today. Cyril Ramaphosa, President, R4 million plus. Paul Mashatile, Deputy President, U3,164,654. John Henry Steenhuisen, Minister of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development, R2,689,937. Sivivek Gwarube, Minister of Basic Education, 2,689,937. Muba Solomon Malatsi, Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies, R2,689,937. Belenkosini Fiki Hilabisa, Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, R2,689,937. Petrus Johannes Grunewald, Minister of Correctional Say, R. Vices, R2,689,937. Matsi Angelina Mochega, Minister of Defense and Military Veterans, R2,689,937. Kegosi Enso David Ramokopa, Minister of Electricity and Energy, R2,689,937. Numakosa Zana, Mate, Minister of Employment and Labor, R2,689,937. Enoch Godongwana, Minister of Finance, R2,689,937. Dion Travers George, Minister of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment, R2,689,937. Pakishe Aaron Motsoledi, Minister of Health, R2,689,937. Kwaridi Bhuti Manamela, Minister of Higher Education and Training, R2,689,937. Leona Mose Schreiber, Minister of Home Affairs, 90,689,937. Tembisile Pumelele Simelane, Minister of Human Settlements, R2,689,937. Ronald Lozzi Lamola, Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, 2,689,937. Mamoloko Traifosa Kubai, Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development, R2,689,937. Guede Samson Mantashe, Minister of Mineral and Petroleum Resources, R2,689,937. Maropen Lydia Ramogopa, Minister of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation, 90,689,937. Edward Senzo Muchunu, Minister of Police, R2,689,937. Elfaz M. Fakazeleni Buthelezi, Minister of Public Service and Administration, 2,689,937. Dean William McPherson, Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, R2,689,937. Bonginkosi Emmanuel Zimande, Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, R2,689,937. Tela Tembisa Ndabeni Abrahams, Minister of Small Business Development, R2,689,937. Nukuzula Gladys Tolashe, Minister of Social Development, R2,689,937. Getan Mackenzie, Minister of Sports, Arts and Culture, R2,689,937. Kumbuzo Fofin Chaveni, Minister in the Presidency, 9,937,989,937. Patricia Delil, Minister of Tourism, R2,689,937. M4 Parks Franklin Tao, Minister of Trade, Industry and Competition, R2,689,937. Barbara Dallas Creasy, Minister of Transport, R2,689,937. Pammy Castellina Pamela Majodina, Minister of Water.